What's happening, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of Hulk's Point of View, and in today's video I'm going to be putting my point of view on the first ever Arnold Classic Festival. Arnold Festival UK. Right, so the Arnold Festival, in case you're not familiar with what that is, similar to Body Power, but this is Arnold's own thing. This is the first time it's ever come to the UK. It's always in America and all the rest of it, but yeah, first time it's ever come to the UK, and it's just basically all about Arnie and like how he came to be who he is, who he was, and yeah, it's just all about his life. Obviously the bodybuilding, the acting, there's so like Body Power, there was a few different athletes there. There was supposed to be Sylvester Stallone there, Dolph Lundgren. Arnold was meant to be there himself, but he didn't show up because he broke his leg or something, leg injury. I managed to meet Ronnie Coleman. But yeah, so yeah, and then so basically you walk in, so you get your tickets. The tickets cost, it was I think about £30, £35 for just a standard ticket. That's just gains entry, and then you pay a bit extra to meet your hero. It's called a Meet Your Heroes event, so you could either meet Arnie, Sylvester, Ronnie, Dolph and all that, but at an extra price. And then you go inside, so you queue up, you go inside, it's full of people, well busy in there, and then they've just got booths of like clothing sales, and they sold gym equipment in there, they had supplement sales, and they had like little challenges as well, so you can do, me and Limitless did the bench press challenge. How many reps can you get in 30 seconds? And I think the weight was like 50 kg or something. I think they said that I got 44 and he got 46, whatever. And yeah, so that's just an overall. I'm going to go through the good points and then I'm going to go through the bad points. Good point one is the price. So we paid, I think the total price come to about 101 or 120 pounds or something to get in. So that's entry in, meet Ronnie, you get photo with Ronnie, and well, access to the whole event basically. Which I didn't think was too bad, so that's why I put it as a good point. I'll get to meet my hero, which is Ronnie Coleman. Always has been, always will be. Always a big inspiration. If you don't know who he is, go and check him out, because he's just insane. The best bodybuilder that ever lived in my eyes. Good point two is you get to meet and greet people who else you might like. Larry Wheels was there, if you like him. We met Dorian Yates, which is another great bodybuilder. I actually bought some of his supplements also, which is in another video I'll be doing. Yeah, so we met Dorian Yates, and yeah, so you can meet and greet all these different people. Eddie Hall was there. Good point number three, there's people that are competing there, because they've got their own competitions on stage, so there's bodybuilders in there, and it's always good to try and get some tips. Like they're just walking around, they're either walking from like their competitions or to their competitions. It's always good to try and get some good information, or if you've got to ask a question like what was your preparation for this contest and things like that, which is always good to get it first hand from people that are doing it, are experiencing it. Good point four, it's a good way to get content for your Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. There's loads of YouTubers there, walking around with cameras and filming like what's going on and that. And again, yeah, you can just talk to them and see like what their following is, and if they've got any other information like to try and boost your views if that's what you're about. But yeah, overall everyone was like really friendly and that, and there's just not really any negative energy. It's a 3-day event, so it starts on Friday and ends on Sunday. I went on the Saturday, which is it's always the busiest day, the Saturday, because that's when obviously, well, Friday everyone will be at work. So usually Saturday the most athletes are there. They've flown overnight sometimes, and they get there for the Saturday, and then Sunday's usually quite quiet, and they give away the most stuff because like they've got to get rid of it basically if they haven't already. Right, and now I'm going to be going on to the bad points, the negative points of this event. Right, so like I said, it's the first time this was in the UK, so I hope it's like a work in progress, and I hope it won't always be the same. So I don't like to mention this stuff, but because of COVID, I don't know again if this had something to do with how things were run and how things operated inside. So to get inside you had to do a test to get inside. Bad point 1, I'd say, was the flow of how to get around. It was kind of just all over the place. There was no directions, nothing. There was no that you couldn't find the toilets. There was just people everywhere. There was only a few food stalls, and there was one food kitchen, and there was just so many people inside that it was so cramped in there. You couldn't even walk through. You couldn't find nothing that you was sort of looking for. You had to take your time walking around because you might miss something, and if you've missed it, you can walk basically all the way around again because there's just people everywhere. Bad point 2 would be that Arnold never even turned up. I think that is just unbelievable. It is an event, so if you're the attraction and you don't even turn up, like, that is crazy, man. And people paid, and I think the price to see Arnold was like £500 upwards. That is ridiculous. That is beyond a joke. Seriously, without your fans, you're no one. And to charge them money to come and meet you, come on, man, that is unbelievable. I don't know who sorts the pricing out or what, but that definitely needs looking into. Bad point 3, when we was meeting Ronnie, we was so Limitless has his own clothing company, which is this, and he sells t-shirts and jumpers and other gym wear, and he did it kind of for a joke, but it was like he was honestly doing it like for Ronnie, but he gave Ronnie a XL gym vest thing, and he was like, oh yeah, I'm going to give it to him as a gift and this and that, and like whatever. But then when we got, and I had this book, and I was just going to get him to write in there something like keep pushing or something, and then just write his name at the bottom, just because that would mean something to me. But then when we got out, so you had to queue up, and when you went, so you had to queue up, and then there was like a wall thing, like a petition, and we were standing here, and then like you basically got pushed into him because he was sitting behind the wall. So as soon as you go round, you're basically pushed in and rushed through, and then like, and they told you have to leave all your belongings outside. You're not allowed nothing inside, nothing. He said that they said he won't be signing nothing. You won't be like doing anything other than. And then when we got in there, literally you just had to walk up to him. You shook his hand, had your photo, and that was it. That was it. So if you would have paid, so meeting Ronnie was only like a little bit of money, more money on the ticket. But if you had to pay to see Arnold and that was what you got, and you've paid top money for that, I would be fuming. I'd lose my. That'd be unbelievable. So another bad point is there was loads of people there. There was quite a few stands there, but if you've never been to Body Power, or if you have been to Body Power, sorry, as you came, so when you go through the doors to go into the actual area, you had to walk through these doors, and then usually, like for Body Power, when you walk through these doors, you're inside Body Power now. You're inside the event. But you went through these doors, and then you had to they made like some dead area for you to queue in to get in, which is usually part of the event. So that was just like, it was probably, I don't know, 100 metres square wasted of space that they could have had maybe more merchandise there. They could have had another stand, like loads of stands there. I just think it was a bit like, I think overall this event, I would not recommend this event if this was how it was all the time. But I think you've got to give the benefit of the doubt that it's the first time it's been to the UK. So maybe the coordinators and all that are going to learn from this, and I hope this video reaches the right people to try and make these changes happen. Because I'm not mugging no one off, but I'm just saying these are the things, in my opinion, obviously Holt's point of view, this is my point of view, how things would have been better for us as the people that's making this event happen. Like, without us, you won't have an event, and without you, we won't have an event. So it works both ways, and I hope you listen to what I'm saying. And well, you can say in the comments if you disagree or you agree with certain things. If you went there, like, let me know what you think.